If you're a fan of Anne Rice's works, you're probably aware of the recent adaptation of The Witching Hour into the series, Anne Rice's Mayfair Witches. As someone who's followed the series, I must say it's been a wild ride, and I must say it's been a wild ride. Uh, Before we dive into the changes, don't forget to subscribe to our channel and hit that like button for more content. The adaptation has taken some interesting steps in expanding upon Rice's themes while staying true to the spirit of the original story. However, as a fan who's lived with these characters for many years, it's hard not to feel a pang of nostalgia for the way things were. One of the significant changes is the combination of two book characters into one. In the original story, Rowan's romantic interest is Michael Curry, while Aaron Leitner serves as a mentor and father figure. In the series, these two characters are merged into a single character, Cyprian Grieve, making the narrative more straightforward but potentially confusing their personal relationships. Another notable shift is the increased representation of diverse characters in the ensemble cast. Um, Although the Mayfair family members are still depicted as white, the supporting characters see a significant infusion of ethnic diversity. The TV series also deviates from the original work in its portrayal of Lasher, the main adversary. Jack Houston's portrayal presents as a smoother character, exuding a rock star vibe that gives his charm a contemporary twist. The Mayfair Emerald, a significant artifact in the works differently in the series. It serves as a more tangible means for Lasher to exert influence, with simply wearing it being equivalent to signing a contract with the demonic force. And one fascinating element that got diminished in the transformation of the novel into the TV series is the extensive lore and history of the Mayfair family. The narrative delves deeply into the family's rich history, which might initially appear as a dry topic, uh, taking up so much of the original book. The show also introduces a fresh narrative thread with the arrival of the witch hunters, a band of fearful misogynists who aim to annihilate any witches they encounter. Roan's pregnancy is portrayed differently in the series, resulting in a typical baby who grows rapidly initially, but then experiences a slowdown around the 1 year mark, deviating from usual path to manhood. But lastly, Tessa Mayfair, a young and innocent member of the Mayfair clan, is an original character in the series. Although some readers have suggested that she might have been intended as a substitute for Mona, a beloved witch who doesn't fully come into her power until later in the story. On a lighter note, I wonder what Anne Rice herself would think about all these changes. Maybe she'd say something like,
Oh, I wrote a book. Um, they made a series, and
they changed my characters and my plot, but at least they didn't turn Lasher into a cat. And with that said, thanks for watching. And until next time.